Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the 6 motorcycles that dealers are quietly discounting right now. Number 6. Kawasaki Eliminator. The Kawasaki Eliminator is one of those motorcycles dealers are quietly marking down right now, and there are clear reasons behind it. With new cruiser-style models filling showroom floors, many dealers are holding fresh Eliminator inventory that needs to move before the riding season peaks and then winds down. Because of that, buyers across the United States are seeing genuine price reductions instead of flashy promotions. The sticker price typically lands around $6,500, but quiet dealer markdowns between $700 and $1,000 are becoming increasingly common, especially on in-stock units. A major reason the Eliminator is seeing discounts comes down to positioning. It is lighter and more straightforward than many modern cruisers, coming in just under 400 lb, which makes it easy to manage, but also places it in a narrow niche. Some buyers compare it directly with used motorcycles, which slows new bike sales. Dealers respond in the fastest way possible by trimming prices and offering incentives such as reduced freight or setup fees. The Eliminator also relies on a proven engine that prioritizes smooth, reliable power over flash. While that keeps ownership costs low, it doesn't always pull heavy showroom traffic. For budget-conscious riders, this is the right window. A quietly discounted Kawasaki Eliminator offers dependable performance, manageable weight, and solid resale value without stretching monthly payments. These kinds of deals fade quickly once inventory starts thinning, so timing matters more than hype. Number 5. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 is another motorcycle dealers are quietly discounting right now, largely because supply has outpaced demand in many U.S. showrooms. Dealers stocked heavily expecting fast turnover, but buyers have become more price-conscious this year. Rather than launching loud sales events, many dealerships are quietly adjusting prices to move units before the next shipment cycle arrives. The standard asking price usually sits around $6,600, yet real-world deals are landing $500 to $1,000 lower, particularly on bikes that have been sitting for several months. Another reason discounts are appearing is the Rebel's familiar design. It has been around long enough that buyers know exactly what to expect, which reduces impulse purchases. Dealers understand this model sells best when pricing makes sense, so they tweak numbers instead of letting bikes collect dust. With a curb weight of roughly 408 lb, it remains easy to handle, but that alone doesn't drive buyers to pay full sticker. Ownership costs also factor in. Insurance stays affordable, parts are widely available, and long-term reliability helps protect resale value. Because of this, dealers are comfortable trimming margins while knowing the bike still holds value for buyers. Right now, the Honda Rebel 500 makes the most sense when purchased quietly at a reduced price, rather than at full sticker. Number 4. Indian Challenger. The Indian Challenger is a motorcycle dealers are quietly discounting right now. And the reason is straightforward. It's a high-dollar machine in a cautious market. Many U.S. dealers ordered aggressively, expecting premium baggers to move quickly. Instead, rising loan rates slowed buyers, leaving expensive inventory sitting on showroom floors. With starting prices often pushing past $25,000, even slight slowdowns force action. Quiet discounts between $1,500 and $3,000 are now appearing, often packaged as reduced freight or dealer fees rather than headline sales. Size and weight also play a role. The Challenger weighs over 800 lb, which narrows the buyer pool. It appeals to serious touring riders, not impulse shoppers. When bikes like this sit for months, dealers would rather adjust pricing than tie up floor credit. For buyers shopping this segment, now is the time to negotiate aggressively. A discounted Indian Challenger delivers full-size touring presence at a price that finally feels justified. Once dealer inventory thins, these quiet opportunities disappear quickly. Number 3. Triumph Speed Twin 1200. The Triumph Speed Twin 1200 is another motorcycle dealers are quietly discounting, mostly because it sits in a challenging price bracket. It's not inexpensive enough to be an impulse buy, yet not extreme enough to attract hardcore performance buyers. In the US, asking prices usually hover around $13,000, but quiet discounts of $800 to $1,500 are appearing on in-stock units. Dealers prefer behind-the-scenes negotiations rather than public price cuts to protect its premium image. Competition within the showroom is another reason. Retro-styled motorcycles are crowding the same buyers, and inventory still needs to move. At about 476 lb, the Speed Twin feels solid yet manageable, but that balance hasn't been enough to drive fast sales at full sticker. Bikes that linger past peak season almost always receive softer pricing. Dealers also watch floor space closely, and this model demands both attention and room. Clearing one helps prepare for incoming stock. With stable resale values, dealers feel comfortable offering quiet incentives instead of letting the bike age on the floor. If a well-built modern classic is on your list, patience pays right now because the Speed Twin 1200 is easier to buy quietly today than it will be later. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Sportster S. The Harley-Davidson Sportster S is being quietly discounted by dealers now that the initial launch buzz has cooled. When it first arrived, pricing near $15,000 limited how quickly it moved, especially as financing became more cautious. Across the U.S., many dealers still have unsold units on the floor. Rather than advertising price drops, they're choosing quiet negotiations to close deals. Discounts ranging from $1,000 to $2,000 are becoming common, often hidden through lower dealer fees or added incentives. Buyer comparison also plays a role. At this price point, shoppers often consider larger cruisers or touring bikes, putting pressure on the Sportster S to justify its cost. Bold styling grabs attention, but it doesn't guarantee full sticker sales. At roughly 500 lb, it weighs more than many riders expect, narrowing the buyer pool and slowing turnover. Inventory management matters as well. Harley dealers operate on tight floor plans, and bikes that sit too long become costly. Moving the Sportster S now frees space and cash for faster-selling models. For buyers who love the look and the brand, this is a rare chance to negotiate from strength because these quiet discounts won't last once inventory clears. Number 1. BMW K 1600B. The BMW K 1600B is a motorcycle dealers are quietly discounting because it's a high-priced luxury bagger in a slower buying cycle. In the US, stickers often sit near $28,000, which immediately limits demand. With financing costs up, inventory is lingering longer than planned. Instead of public cuts, quiet discounts between $2,000 and $4,000 are appearing during one-on-one negotiations, especially on bikes that have been sitting for months. Weight and size matter too. At around 740 lb, the K 1600B is a serious commitment, which narrows the buyer pool. Dealers would rather be flexible than let such an expensive bike tie up floor credit and valuable showroom space. Buyer hesitation at the premium end also contributes. Shoppers expect perfection at this level, and even small doubts delay decisions. Dealers know this and prefer quiet pricing adjustments over watching inventory age. If luxury touring is the goal, the BMW K 1600B is positioned to negotiate right now, and waiting too long could mean missing these low-key but meaningful deals. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content.